8, Rob. Oh, what's that? Shut up. Just lay down. Hey mate, how you doing, mate? How are we today? Oh, you stuck with me this afternoon. I was going to say unfortunately, but fortunately, we've got the grandkids today. Because daughter is, PJ, daughter's moving, so, well, they moved. We've got some stuff to sort out and her other house working today. So, we've got the grandkids. So, Lindsay's doing Nan duties and mother-in-law and Nan's here as well. So, I've come out of the way just to get out of the way. Fifi's not right happy at all. She's up here. She's not right happy. So, how is everybody today? I'm having problems at all with this stream because numbers jumping up, down, up, down, up, down. Hi, Bronwyn in South Australia. Soon be coming into your summer. What's the weather like over there today in Australia? I've got relatives in Australia. I think they're in Horsham. Is it Horsham? Horsham, yeah. Horsham. Oh, dear me. Hi, Pam, South Africa. Bloody cold, Bronwyn. I hate it when it's cold. I hate it when it's hot. There's no pleasing me. I'm like one of them. It's too hot, it's too cold, it's too wet, it's too dry, too humid. I'm never happy with weather. If it were like 18 to 20 degrees every day, bit of sun but not too much, I'd be happy. Where in the world does that happen? If anybody can find a place in the world where it's 18 to 20 degrees constantly all year round, 12-hour days, 12-hour night, it'd be lovely. It's cold in South Africa again, today as well. It's red hot here. It's great. It's blue skies, but grayish black clouds. So don't trust it. Because yesterday when I went way down to Northampton, it was absolutely shocking, the weather. Kenny said he had to pull up. I managed to brave it and get there. We had to pull up for a bit. So let's have a look at the weather forecast for today. Because I know Lindsay does weather forecast. I spelt it wrong, but it still come up. Oh, Fifi, stop whinging. Right, today we have highs of 22, which is going to be around 19 and feels like 19. So actually, it's probably about a perfect temperature for me today. Tonight it's going to drop to 12 degrees C. We have a low chance of precipitation today, only a 10% chance. And there's no rain on map. Humidity is 67%. Dew point is 13%. Pressure is 1014 millibars. UV index is high of 6. Visibility 16 kilometers. We have a light westerly wind at 16 kilometers per hour. Sun rose at 5:38 and will be setting at 20:44. Dawn was at 4:57. Solar noon is at 13:12, or is at 13:12, and dusk is at 21:25. There is 15 hours and 6 minutes in today, length of day today, and remaining daylight is 7 hours 59. There you go. Look at that. It's been in depth weather forecast, isn't it? So, anybody got any plans for today? I know we've got chit chat tonight. I can't get that screen to go off. All right, my weather forecast weren't that bad. Weren't expecting many on anyway this afternoon. So, any plans, anybody? I don't know if this is working right or not because my screen keeps flickering. Everybody keeps leaving and coming back in. If you're in, are you in our group? Not the. I shall check. Lindsay normally puts a post up in our group, or one at Mods does, but I don't know if they have. But I will check now while I'm on. Hey Donna, just checking. Exploring the Afterlife.eta group. Nope. Don't know about that one. Let me have a look. Make sure no is on. No. Right. Please post your screenshots here. No, not the subgroup. There's another one. It's just a group. Please post your screenshots here from the investigation from the wig and pen. Probably not spelled something right. I'll put the link in chat if anybody wants it. You know, it's just a private group. It was before we had the subs group. We set a private group up. It wasn't so. We've got 3 on Facebook. We've got a normal page, the subs group, and then a morning Gemma, afternoon. Sorry. Right. So yeah. So I need to go on here. Just bear with me. I'm a man. I'm technically I'm good, but I can't multitask to save my life. I don't know if you can hear Fifi, she's not happy. She's just sat there on the floor whinging because everybody's here, so I brought her upstairs out at way with me. She gave me some great filthy looks. Right. Oh. You know, this is going to work out more difficult than what I thought. Right. Oh no. Share. Oh, where's copy link? Save to drive. Oh, copy. Right. Sorry, guys. Not with it. See, I've not had much sleep. I was up at 8:30. I didn't get in well 3:30 last night. For those that went on TikTok, probably so. About 3:30 by the time I got home ish. I had a cup of tea. 4 o'clock before I got to bed. Ooh, don't want to hear my voice. Paste. Right, that should be the link to the group. It's all right, I've done it now. And if you click that and just join group, you'll be accepted. It's a free one, that one, but it's we don't actually go live in it. It's just a safe place for everybody to talk. We can monitor it more in there. Hiya, Jules. Tunes were good. Yeah, they were good last night, them tunes. I enjoyed them on my own. So you just applied it, just copy it, link or something, and if anybody requests, so There you go, look. I've approved you, Nita. And there should be a post in there that you can just post your screenshots on. That's where we normally post them. But the end of Port Law anyway, because people aren't in group, they want main page. Anyway, just quick. Ooh, clicking things. I'm clicking things. So we have got chit chat tonight. So what date are we on? We're on 10. So Lindsay didn't do the history yesterday. So we'll do yesterday's this day in history, the 9th of August. No empire is eternal, not even Rome. A battle fought yesterday in AD 378 hastened the city's fall and the collapse of a swathe of its empire. An overconfident emperor took on the Goths at Adrianople. Adrianople? And the rest was utter defeat. The victorious Goths were free to roam around and settle within the bounds of the empire. Before long, they would capture the city of Rome itself. Adrianople, whatever. Hadrianopolis is known today as Edirene. Do you know? I can't pronounce any of these. And lies in European Turkey near the Greek and Belgian borders. A large force of Goths had moved there hoping for land to settle. The emperor of the Eastern Roman Empire, Valens, was jealous of the success of other Roman generals and wanted his own victory. He ignored advice to await support. He moved west and paused in his capital, Constantinople, before moving on to Adrianople. The fact that it was a sweltering hot day meant that his men and horses went into battle exhausted and dehydrated. There are conflicting accounts of Valens' demise. Some say he was burned to death. Elsewhere we read that he was struck by an arrow. Either way, the day ended badly for him. What is generally agreed is that Valens' career was distinguished only by having led to the demise of Roman territorial integrity, a fact that was recognized even at the time. It was his defeat and death in battle that eased the path of barbarian peoples like the Goths into the heart of the empire. This heralded the collapse of the Western Roman Empire, a major turning point in European history. It is David. Ammianus Marcellinus, a soldier and historian who wrote the one and very last major surviving histories of ancient Rome, commented that it was the defeat that marked the beginning of evils for the Roman Empire then and thereafter. Few since have disagreed. So that was yesterday's history. I hope today's is a bit easier. And I hope tomorrow's is a right git for Lindsay. Right, 10th of August. So today, this day in history. One of England's greatest explorers was Italian. It's an awkward fact, which the English avoid by calling him John Cabot rather than his actual name, Giovanni Caboto. Today, in 1497, the Genoese-born seafarer returned to the court of King Henry VII, telling his royal employer that he had discovered new land to the west of Ireland, Newfoundland. His little ship, Matthew, had arrived back in Bristol, and he immediately continued east to the capital, taking a map and a globe that he had made to illustrate his journey. Using these, he was highly convincing. He tells all this in such a way, reported one ambassador, and makes everything so plain that I feel compelled to believe him. The king showered Cabot with rewards and the expectation of more. He was given £10. A pension was granted, it was said, until more was known of this business. In the streets outside, he was treated like a major celebrity. The common people called him the Admiral and chased him like madman. To his friends, Cabot promised bishoprics or islands in the New World. He died thinking, just as Christopher Columbus did, that what he had found was the east of Asia. For England, the discovery of America changed everything. But it did take a long time. After Henry VII had died, his son, Henry VIII, was not that interested, preferring to throw his weight around on the European stage. Other regions of Europe with an Atlantic coast, France, Brittany, the Basque Country, Portugal, dispatched more ships there more quickly. Gradually, though, and particularly during the 17th century, the English went in great numbers to live, not just to visit, and the process they made this in the process they made this new continent a largely English place. So yeah, 10th of August today was when John Cabot returned to England after finding America, Newfoundland. So there we go. We've done the history. We've done the weather. So who watched last night's investigation? Did we enjoy it? I do apologise that it was quite noisy there. He came to Canada. Wow. PJ, you did. I do apologise for all the contamination there. Unfortunately, with the ITC, it didn't work so well because although the pub was supposed to, or was going to be shut at 9, there was still a few people in. They were in the bar area when we went outside, and they were still quite loud. So, and with people talking, unfortunately, any of the EVPs that we believe we caught, we can't rule out that it was whispers from people talking. So, unfortunately, we'd have to debunk them and say, no. We tried. Problem I had is when we were together at first, it was great. We were getting loads of stuff. Then Kenny took Sean and that lady upstairs, and then everything stopped downstairs. Nothing, not one piece of equipment went off. Had a few things through necrophonic, but again, it was difficult for me to hear anything. We were talking. Nothing through Spirit Box. A few things through necrophonic. And then it started again, and we were quite good once Kenny came back down again and was able to all get in a group, and it seemed to pick up again. Hi, Lorna. But again, it was just a noise contamination. A good night. I'm glad I went and I enjoyed it. Long drive. In fact, it was. I'll tell you how far the drive was now, because I can't remember. Somebody asked me last night on way back home with TikTok, and I said about 100 miles, but I can't remember. 102 miles. It was 102 miles there. I don't know, Soldier. I don't, obviously, because a lot of the time when Kenny's live, hey, Rachel, we're live at the same time, so I don't see a lot of Kenny's lives. And then obviously during the day, I'm busy, so I don't get to watch him back. But yeah, it was 102 miles, which for everybody else that's because there's only us that uses miles, isn't there? It's 164.15 kilometers. I drove there and then the same back. So it would have been 328 kilometers. That's yesterday. 2 hours there, investigation, and 2 hours back, basically. So, a good night. I enjoyed it. I would go back. I'd hope if I went back, Lindsay would be able to come down with us, and maybe Claire, if that'd be okay with him. Fair road trip it is. It were 204 mile round trip. Hi Tom, I hope you're well. I hope you're feeling better. So yeah, it was good. Like I said, I would like to go back. Then several hours work in between, yeah. And I mean, I got there at 8 o'clock. We had a walk round, me and Kenny, because I met Kenny there at 8. We had a glass of Coke, and then we started setting up, went live at 9 o'clock. Right, we're just after, because we were trying to hang on. We'd set up for 9 o'clock, but we're trying to hang on until they're all gone. And unfortunately, we didn't manage it, because we could have been sat there a while. So we started, like I said, with interference. It was with contamination. It was a bit not. It made it not as good. But you're going to get that when you've got large groups of people, especially in a pub when people have been drinking as well. We are looking for some other places. I know Kenny said there's some more coming up. He didn't specify what they were, but he did say, "Fee, sure up." He did say that there's some more he's looking at if we're interested, and I says yes, definitely. I know we've got some paid events coming up with, or we're looking to arrange with Kenny. And this Saturday on the 14th, there's myself, Lindsay, and Claire. We are going to the Robin Hood experience in Nottingham. We have been once before, myself and Lindsay, and we had a really good night there. A lot of steps, so I don't know how much Lindsay will be doing, but Lindsay will be there on that one. Claire will be there as well, and that's Saturday night. Again, I'm not sure on time, because I think we've actually got the place from about 6 o'clock, so we'll be getting there early. So we might actually go on members, take members for a walk round and things. Might even do a TikTok live and then go live at normal time on Facebook and YouTube. Brave do that loan investigation. There was not really. I mean, do you know? To be honest, I'm more bothered about the living turning up rather than spirits that have passed. Spirits that have passed, not there to hurt you. 90%, 95% of them, and to encounter anything that's evil. Come here then. Say hello to everybody. Say hello. Hello. To encounter anything that's evil, you don't just normally. I'm not saying it'd never happen. It's never happened, because I can't honestly say that it's never happened. But you don't just walk across something that's mostly evil. It has to be. Do you know, people have to be messing with stuff, or there's got to be something else involved. It's not just walking through woods and a demon turns up. So yeah, like I said, don't bother. I did get a bit spooked out. Fee, get in your bed. I did get a bit spooked out on that investigation in woods. But I just kept hearing things, and just doing my head in. And I was more bothered if it were people than it being spirit. So yeah, this Saturday, tonight's chit chat. Let me have a look. See what weather's going to be like rest of the week. But I mean, this will change anyway. So we'll go on 10 days. Wednesday, scattered showers. Up till 9 o'clock. So hopefully we'll, from about 7 till 9. So hopefully I'll be able to get out then. Thursdays, partly cloudy. Fridays, scattered showers, but earlier on. So hopefully this week, Saturday's showers, Sunday showers, Monday showers. When we're supposed to be having this heat wave. Thought that will come in soon. Is it going to start on here in the next 10 days? No, it's not starting in the next 10 days. So hopefully we'll get 2 or 3 investigations in this week. And if not, we will be doing something. I'm going to sort something out for members tonight. Don't know what yet. What do you fancy doing on members, guys, tonight after chit chat? I enjoy going into woods, especially to the places we go, like where George Yardley's grave is, the Neolithic stone in the woods. There's the two. Lay down. There's the 2 mills in the woods. You know, where there's a focal point rather than just wandering through. I do enjoy wandering through woods as well, but I do like that woods because it's massive. The wood. You've got 2 mills in there. You've got a grave. You've got a Neolithic stone. You've got the Kew pits. You've got the old mine. And if you go on to the other side of the road, you've got the old quarry. So that woods for me is amazing. There is a wood that we go to in Barnsley called Wunwell Wood. The only place in there they've got, and I haven't been for ages, and I must go back, but I need a couple of dry days, and it's called the Convicts Tunnel. Now, that tunnel was built by convicts to do, I think it was, I can't remember the history, so let me see if I can get it up. It was built by convicts, and I think there was monks there that was like supervising it. This is off a blog, and it's Charlene's, I think, this blog. I'm just trying to find the bit about. I mean, there's some recent history there that's absolutely horrific. I'll read this bit. Recent history of this location, to add, is that in 2009, a broken-hearted husband murdered his wife before killing himself with an electric drill after she ended their marriage on Facebook. Not going to give the guy's name, but he bludgeons his wife to death after she changed her Facebook status to splitting up with husband. He then drove to the woods area and tried to kill himself in a number of ways before finally succeeding with an electric drill. The Convicts Tunnel has 2 attached stories to it. One, in the 1800s, the fields around the tunnel were campsites for convicts being transported, and this would have been the stop-off point. Another story tells how the tunnel was built by prisoners looked after by monks. The actual story of the tunnel is quite vague from what Charlene could find. Local legend says a monk was killed on the building of the tunnel and is given the name the Green Monk. The Green Monk has been reported to be seen by more than one person. It's also reported that if you visit at 12 a.m. and stand in the tunnel, you may hear or feel a train that used to go through and have the sensation of it going through. So yeah, there's also somebody believes that the tunnel could be haunted by a dog. A male of about 30 who committed suicide here, and a woman who wanders, who has long dark hair. But there's actually 3 levels. That you've got the tunnel that goes on the bottom, and then you go up the bank at the side of the tunnel onto the top of the tunnel, and then there's like a bit on top, but it's under like an old railway bridge, and then you go up to the top, and you've got the old railway bridge going across that bit. But it banks like that. And if it's last time I went, I've only ever been once, and when I went, it was quite muddy and slippy. And I went there with another paranormal investigator, and he stayed on the bottom. I went onto the top, and yeah, it was quite treacherous trying to get up and down from there. I think he went up with me once, and then later on I went up on my own. Because I know he shouted me back down because a load of people turned up because they'd seen him live. Because it was quite a big channel at the time. St. Joseph's sign there, Airwood Hall. Let me have a look. I think. Is it Airwood Hall the one that's been knocked down? This is just the. I have been to Airwood Hall, the ruins of Airwood Hall. We haven't done a live from there because we went up in the day. Myself, Lindsay, and Mike came up with. So we had a walk up to Earwood Hall. But where you park car, you walk up this like big hill up a field, and then you go through this sty, and then you have to walk through these woods up to it. And there's all these wooden bits across, and we had a right problem getting, every time we got to one of them wooden bits, Lindsay had to get off scooter and I had to lift it across, and then she got back home and went a right job. So Lindsay says, she says, I can't do that one. And I've never been back to on my own, but it is a place I would like to go back to, Earwood Hall. But I've not heard of St. Joseph's Shrine. I've heard that there's supposed to be some graves near that. Is that the graves that are near it, Jules? Because that's what I do want to do. Yeah, just the ruins. But the shrine, is that the graves that are supposed to be near it? Because I didn't actually find them. Somebody told me about some graves that were near it, and I had a look round outside at ruins, and I couldn't see anything. But I have been to the ruins. I've not done an investigation there. It's one that I want to do, and probably will be doing before the summer ends this year. But it will probably be me, unless I get a volunteer to come with me. Google it. I'll have a look. Let's have a look. Have a look at images. Oh yeah, I can see that. Oh, it's like a little building. No, I haven't seen that. Oh, I can see where it is. Yeah, I can see Earwood Hall. No, we didn't go that way. But I will have a look at that, and I might actually first. I might go up in the day. I might take Fifi with me, and we'll have a little walk, and we'll do a little daytime walk with Fifi. I'll find out yeah, I can imagine it'd be hard to explain. I can see Earwood Hall on map, and actually, I'll show you what I'm looking at. That one, it's not actually a map. It's that, but I can see Earwood Hall and shrine. So yeah, I will have a look. I will Google it better when I come offline and see if I can. But yeah, I might go and do a daytime walk up there for show you guys, because for you them that haven't seen the hall, I mean, you can Google it yourselves. It's not a problem. It is just the ruins of an old hall. These aren't my photographs, and I don't own the rights to them. Do you know? Is it going to turn around? Yeah, but it's not going to. That's the ruins of Earwood Hall. You can imagine in the day, it was an absolutely beautiful place. It was actually knocked down when they built the dam, if I remember rightly. Again, it's a while. It's probably 2 years since we've been up there, maybe 18 months. Yeah, I mean, I can do that. If you want to go and have a walk around woods one day, I can take Fifi and I can go and show you. I can actually walk. Might have to get Lindsay to drop me off though, because otherwise I've got to walk down from Keely's mill all the way to Other Mill, and then down and across to George's grave at Neolithic Stone, and then I have to walk back up to mill again. It was something to do with, they were building a dam, and it was something to do with the dam being built that Once the heart of a flourishing community, Irwood Hall was demolished in 1934 by Stockport Water Corporation to make way for nearby Fernley Reservoir, along with almost everything else in the valley. Oh, there's a lay-by not far from Shrine. I'm going to have a look for that, and then, but yeah, what I'll do, not today, obviously, but I will sort out either one day this week or one day next week, and I'll take you for a walk round the wood. Might be Friday if it's not raining, because I know Lindsay's going to meet Mike for a coffee. So what I can do is get Lindsay to drop me off, me and Fifi, drop us off, take gear with us, you know, for film, and then just we can have a walk through woods in daytime. Sounds like a plan, that, doesn't it? And then when she's had a coffee, after an hour or so, she can come and get me. I'll be sat outside the road with out of breath. So will Fifi. She's not very fit either. Yeah, Stockport Water Corporation. It's actually in Buxton, this place. In fact, I don't know if I've still got the pictures I took. So I can prove I went. I'm joking. I know you guys believe me. But I don't know if I saved the photographs. If I did, well, not that I saved the photographs, I didn't have this phone. I don't know if the photographs will have saved on my Google Photographs. It will before then. I did some daytime explores at one point as well, and we stopped doing them. There's a couple of places I want to go to, but I mean, one of them that we found is an old church, and it's been converted for walkers. And it's open 24/7. The problem is you can't get. Yeah, these are the photographs I took at Irwood Hall. Let me. That's one. That's behind. You just see walls. Basically, it's left. Another one. That's the entrance to it. Oh no, it's just inside entrance. That stone was actually above there, above the front door. Some more walls that were left. That's from outside. And that's it. And they was taken. We went there on Tuesday, the 20th of August, 2019. So it was nearly 2 years ago that we had a walk up there. Wow, that seems like such a long time ago now, doesn't it? 2019. When was it built? Oh, do you know? You asked me all sorts of questions. Oh, Fifi, shut up. Come on, not you. I'm on about my phone. I'm looking. History. Irwood Hall was built in the 1830s by Samuel Grimshaw, a wealthy Manchester businessman, and was occupied by the Grimshaw family for the next 100 years. The hall was the centre of a thriving estate of over 2,000 acres, or 8.1 kilometres squared, consisting of several farms, a school, the Cat and Fiddle Inn, a private coal mine and a hamlet of Goit Bridge. The family planted many specimen trees, including an abundance of azaleas and rhododendrons. Samuel's grandchildren were the last members of the family to live in the hall, which was later demolished in connection with the construction of the Fernley Reservoir in 1934. Stones from the demolished hall were used to construct the water treatment works below the reservoir. So yeah, it was built in the 1830s and it lasted 1934. So it was only there for 100 years, which is such a shame. I mean, I don't know what condition the hall was in. I mean, it had been built 100 years, but still, the same family were in it. I'm presuming unless they not up anywhere, I don't know. It doesn't say anything about that. But it seems really weird because they demolished it, but it's still there, if you know what I mean. So I don't understand why they had to demolish it. That's what I can't get in my head. The remains of it are still there. It's not as if they demolished it and built something on that area. I don't know if when they were building the reservoir, that were like a floodplain or something in case reservoir ever broke. It had. You'll have to text me these or message me these, Jules, because I'll forget. Trinity. In fact, let me write them down. What was that first one? Send. Yeah, you thought so, wouldn't you, Angie? So I don't understand why they knocked it down because the ruins are still there. But St. Joseph's Shrine. These are some I'm going to look at going it day with you guys, and then obviously if I get there and I can't get a signal at one of them, I will do a pre-record video and put it up. And Trinity Church. Thank you, Jules. I will have a look at these. Yeah, if I went on Google to see what I'd Googled, because I know I Googled it. Yeah. Uxton Reservoir. It doesn't say. It could have got damaged for First World War. Hey, War Dog, I suppose. But it doesn't say. It just said it. The only thing it says is it was demolished when they built the reservoir. But I mean, it's not in the reservoir. There's nothing built where the house was, so it just seems a lot of a waste to knock that down. I don't know. I will try and do some more research on it for you guys. For you guys, I do it for you guys. Yeah, I will try and do some more research on it to try and find out. There is a new thing that I want to start doing. I've ordered something, and hopefully it's coming this week. And it's something to do with UK. It's a map to do with UK. Now it's something Andy from Elemental Encounters showed me. So I've ordered. My phone just gone off. Oh, Lindsay just phoned me. Let's phone Lindsay back. Should we phone her back? She can't swear though.
Hello, is your phone on silent?
Yeah, my phone's on silent and you're on speaker because I'm on live. So go on.
I thought you might be live. Do you know them two tellies that we've got?
Yeah.
The big ones. My nana's going to have one.
Right, well, she's going to have to wait until... I'll all right, yeah.
All right, yeah. All right. I'll see you in a bit.
All right, see you in a bit.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
So I've got that to sort out now. That's what I think, Angie. I wonder if it were like a floodplain in case it broke. You're live on Facebook and YouTube. Do not swear. It's never even said it. I'm ringing her back. What's this now? She's not going to answer. She's not answering.
Hello.
Everybody's upset with you because you didn't say hello.
Hello, everybody. Nutters.
So,
right, I'm going then.
All right, bye. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
See? Yeah, it's got to be something to do with like that. No, he's never a dull moment in our house. Thing is, she's only downstairs. She could have come to the bottom of the stairs and shout at me. I'll tell you, said I. She never said hello to you, though, did she? I said I were live. And she didn't say, oh, hello, everybody. Oh, no, not Lindsay. She's just bothered about. Tell her. That telly's going then. That means I've got to put my PlayStation 4 on a little monitor. Hey, Kelly. I hope you're well. So I'm not going to keep you on much longer, guys, because I've been on 45 minutes now. Jules, there is a problem with that. I am looking. Oh, no, she's downstairs. I'm in office upstairs, and she's downstairs in the living room. I was surprised you can't hear her much because I've got door shut. We've got grandkids, so we've got 2 grandkids this morning because my mum's had to go into work and the dad's working, so we've got them. And mother-in-law and nanans come round, so everyone's downstairs. So my excuse to come upstairs and go live. No, it weren't really. I said I'd do it anyway. I didn't even know. Well, I didn't know they were coming. Do you know? I've given up with. I wouldn't have minded a new Xbox. I'm hiding. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a new Xbox. But then I thought they were for a new PlayStation. But I can't afford either on them at the minute, so it swings and roundabouts. Not that I'm. You know, there's other things that are more important for us to get. And price of them so expensive. I've got PS4 and I have got the VR thing for PS4, but I can't play it. I can only play games that really slow. If I play anything that moving, it makes me gives me motion sickness. The VR, and I can't work out how to stop it. So I've got all the VR for PS4. That's PS4, and that's all that's Xbox 360. That's something I ain't got Xbox One or any of them. So yeah, but it's only really old game. In fact, the only reason I wanted, only reason I got PlayStation 4 is because VR. There's a couple of games that I play. There's one called Impatient. And it's like an horror game, and I can play that one because it's not fun. But you know, like the driving games, and one game that I love is Skyrim, and I've got that for VR. If I play it for more than 5 minutes, because it's flashy, I can't do it, and I don't know. I might have to try and take travel sickness tablets before I go on it. I don't know, because actually, even though I'm a driver, I've been a driver for a living. For quite a few years. I mean, I drove buses, I drove wagons, and all sorts. Don't bother me. I can drive anything, and I don't get travel sick. But if I'm a passenger in a car, then I get travel sick. I can't travel for more than 10 minutes as a passenger. I get travel sick. I've always suffered with that. When I was little, when we used to go on holiday, my dad we used to sit off at like 4 o'clock in the morning, just so I go to sleep in car on the way there. Otherwise, I was stopping about 4 or 5 times. I know, I'm gutted. I don't know if I can take travel sickness tablets for a bit, to try and get myself used to it and build up. I don't know whether it'll work or not. I'm going to have to try it. But hey ho, it is what it is. And I ain't got the normal version of Skyrim. Yeah, anyway, getting back, I did only buy the well, not the only reason for it, but I got the PlayStation 4 because Fallout, Fallout 4, I think it wasn't out on any other. It went out on PS3. It didn't come out on Xbox 360. And I wanted to play Fallout 4, and I still haven't finished it. I used to play it for ages, and obviously since we started all this, I've never bothered. Well, I've not had time. But I've got this new monitor now. It's not a massive monitor, but I bought a new monitor for PC. I've got a new PC. So hopefully I can get them all hooked up to the same monitor. Hey, Mystic Werewolf. And get them hooked up all to the same monitor. And Last of Us, I don't think I played that. I got a right lot of games. Oh, bless you, Mystic Werewolf. I hope you're feeling better soon. Well, we're just here having a chit chat today. We went on an investigation last night. Well, I did, and a lot of these guys were there with me in spirit. And yeah, so we're just having a chat. We do a daily chat. It's normally Lindsay that does it. She's funnier than me. So, and if you're about tonight at 9 p, I think it'd be 9 p.m. UK time, we're doing another chit chat show. Lindsay will be on that. Oh, well, that's not good at all. There's nothing worse. Mental health is something that's just not talked about as much as it's getting there now. People are talking about it now more than what they did, but there's still a long way to go. Yeah, I am sorry. The new Xbox is $450 or $250 for the smaller one, the digital one. You see, that's the thing. You buy a digital one, and then they're gonna charge you a fortune to download games. Whereas if you buy other one, you can go to CEX and get them second hand for cheaper. Just saying, save you money in the long run. Do you know? I wish it were 80s again. I lived through 80s, although I can't remember most of it. But yeah, 80s were. Was an amazing time. I was young. Early 80s, I were very young, but mid to late 80s, I can't remember most of that. But I think for music, I mean, I don't listen to popular music, as most of you guys know. It's all rock music that I listen to and heavy metal. But I think the music 80s were the best time for music, and don't know. You see, 80s. See, I'd like to go back to 80s, but then I like mobile. I love mobile phones. You know what I mean, and PCs like we've got now, and gaming consoles, and they just weren't about in 80s. If I could go back to 80s and keep that'd be it. I'd be well happy. You won't get me out of that decade. Oh, I've turned my torch on, look. Got a torch on me e-cig. It weren't perfect, and it was a lot more simple than it was nowadays. The problem you had in the 80s is mental health. If you had mental health in the 80s, you got no chance. It were like conditions like ADHD, just weren't. Nobody had heard of them. So if you were a kid in 80s and you got ADHD, you were classed as a naughty child. So, I mean, some things have improved slightly. But yeah, it was a simpler time. A lot simpler. Anyway, getting back, I think it was Jules that asked me, have I bought the equipment that Lindsay asked for? I actually went and looked on the website last night when I got home. And unfortunately, unless I can find them somewhere else that does them, the website is called Paranologies. And with COVID and everything else that's gone off and one of their products went viral, they're a year behind on orders, and he stopped taking orders until he catches up. I mean, they're only a small company, and the products were in such high demand, he couldn't even shut the website down fast enough to stop people ordering more. So he's got all these orders in, and he builds to order. So they're not all pre-built. Obviously, you go on to Paranology website, you order your product, then he orders parts with the money that you paid with, and then there's not a great deal left over because he doesn't. They're not one of these that overcharge for the products. They're not cheap, but the build quality and the stuff they use is not cheap either. So he's over. There's people been waiting for things for a year, so they've closed the website down to order. So I can't actually order that periscope. And there is another site that does that 360 puck thing, but it's not the same one. It's slightly different, and I don't know. Lindsay's had a look at it. Got the Mel meter here, but I've got to fit a new aerial into it. This is one that I got off Kenny, bought off Kenny, his old one, that the aerial snapped. So I've got another aerial. So I've just got to take it to bits this afternoon and put a new aerial in it. And that should be all right. This Mel meter it's called the Mel meter because Gary, I can't remember, not Kutcher. Gary Goucher. He actually built this device to communicate with his daughter. I'm just trying to find out now. Gary Galka. So it says here, Gary Galka knows better than most that a father's love lasts forever. Dad lost his daughter, Melissa, 8 years ago when this were written in a car crash. Galka says that his connection to Melissa remains strong and that he constantly feels her presence. The connection led to electrical engineer to design what he says is a digital device for paranormal explanation or ghost hunting. I created over 30 different products for paranormal research, Galka recently told Hartford Current. He and his family were featured on Travel Channel show Ghost Adventures, blah, 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 blah. But yeah. So he made this to connect with his daughter. It's got like a it's got like a REM pod on it. Still works even with that aerial on it. So that aerial's got to be touched. And then this one has a temperature sensor on it as well. So if it detects a temperature change. I'm trying to turn it off now. So yeah. So I've got that to fix. So I'm going to get off because I'm going to go sort this telly out. And I shall see all you guys tonight, 9 p.m. UK time for those that aren't in the UK. I shall see you all at 9 p.m. tonight for Chit Chat Tuesday. And then I will do something on members afterwards. Don't know what yet, but we'll sort something out, guys. Do not worry. I'm now going to go and see. I'm now going to lose my telly. And I'm going to have a little cry. Because that means I've got to rearrange your office. And yeah, so take care, guys. Bless be. Mystic Werewolf, I hope you're feeling better soon. If you are around at 9 p.m. tonight UK time, please join us on either YouTube or Facebook on Exploring the Afterlife. And come and join in. It'll be quite fun, especially because Lindsay's on. These will tell you she's mad. She's not right in head. And also, if you've got TikTok, look for Exploring the Afterlife and Lindsay's.tarot on TikTok. And follow us. We had a good night last night on TikTok driving home from Northampton, 2-hour drive. We had Queen blasting out and driving down M1. So, yeah, guys, stay safe, take care, and I shall see you all later on. Blessed be and stay safe. Bye.